Mary, thank you for facilitating us and coming in a day later than usual. And you've brought lots of stuff with you.
I know, loads. I mean, it has started all the boxes.
Yeah, we are going to have to inevitably mention the C word at some point. We'll be killed and there'll be people given out to us. But before we come to that, we might mention the B word. Of course, it's all talk of budget this week. And you want to share with us a few products and maybe some tips for people who are on a tight budget at the moment and still want to look good.
Yeah, I suppose it's never been so obvious. Well, like during a recession, the two things we've talked about this before that sales have never go down are chocolate and lipstick. So people still want that feel-good factor, and lipstick isn't going to break the bank. So the beauty, people still want to have a little bit, but maybe not as much as they were maybe doing before. So one of the things I've noticed over my years of covering beauty is that I've been to France 3 times to 3 different factories for doing all the rest of it, but I've only been to one factory in Ireland for beauty that kind of does everything from start to finish, but it has increased. So I suppose my first tip would always be to try to buy Irish products as much as we can that, are here, they're manufacturing. And I think even on top of that, we now have a Kerry brand, which is Seabody. And it's just after winning an innovation award in image last weekend. So it's amazing that an Irish Kerry brand is doing so well in the market. And they do for everything from your cleansers to your moisturiser. The products are really good. And we are supporting an Irish product as well. So if we can, try to buy Irish. And my next one would be exfoliation. I know that a lot of people find whatever problems they may have in their skin, if they exfoliate their skin, face and body, they'll actually use less product, less serum, and have less problems. So there's loads of really, really good exfoliators out there. So I would invest in a nice exfoliator, and then you'd probably find you're not using as much product. And the second one that I've always talking about is a good serum. That if you get a good serum, you mightn't have to use as many products because it'll sort out a lot of issues, because usually serum will do 1 or 2 issues. And this is a time of year where there's great gifts with purchases. The advent calendars, I know, are starting to come out already, but they are really good value. And over the years, the advent calendars have increased, as in before you'd have your 24 products, or isn't it 24 you get? You don't get one Christmas, or do you get one Christmas Day?
I think you get one Christmas Day.
But now they've gone to full-size products in a lot of the brands. So if you are whatever brand that you like, if they're bringing out an advent calendar, they usually get something for quarter the price of the products. And even if you were to get products, you could actually re-gift them as Christmas presents as well. So that's all happening. All those advent calendars will be coming out soon. The gift with purchase is always a great idea, because you'll get a free gift with your offer. And if there is going to be in a pharmacy day, there's going to be someone there talking about whatever brand. There's usually a discount on the day, and they usually have a gift as well. So from here to Christmas, it's a good time to save money waiting for one of those events to come on.
Mary, just talking about beauty on a budget, I've noticed in recent years, and it's often been commented upon, that the likes of Pennies are very much zoning in on the beauty market now, and they are offering lipsticks and skincare cleansers and all that for next to nothing.
Yeah.
And they're probably targeting the teenagers and the teenagers. I wonder sometimes about something that is that cheap. Is it really going to be good for your skin?
Yeah, there's great value like out at the moment. And I suppose we've never had as many choices, out there before. And I suppose when you are kind of that age, you're very limited to what you can spend. So I would love if the knowledge was there first, that I would invest in having a good skincare regime. And a lot of mums would be in contact with me, with teenagers, boys and girls, about Christmas time, about what sets to get now to start somebody off. And really, if their skincare is good, you really can use kind of any makeup relatively, if it's not, if it has a lot of oil in it, and if their skin is oily, it's going to create problems. But if their skincare is good, they're 80% on the way to looking after themselves. So the skincare, and it is worth investing in a good nice bits at the start, especially like getting them into a cleanser, toning and moisturising, and their SPFs, and getting them into that good routine early, so they'll always continue with it.
And somebody who is on a very tight budget at the moment, and a lot of people are, what kind of products, is there any particular lines or ranges you would recommend that are good for, we'll say the basics like mascara, foundation, translucent powder, those type of things?
Yeah, there's loads of them out there that would be, say like Makeup Revolution, come out with the latest palettes, and even like I'm going to one of the schools on Monday now, and I ask them to bring in their their makeup and their skincare. And what it used to always just astound me was the amount of things like their palettes. There were 50 and 60 quid each, that they would have everyone in that would come out, and like maybe twice a year they'd have all those palettes with them. And like these are like 16, 17-year-olds, that have everything in that range. And sometimes kind of maybe not their skincare isn't good. So I would kind of say, do the skin, look after the skincare, and the makeup you can go down to anything like from Catrice to L'Oreal do fabulous products that are, like from foundation and things like that, and lipsticks and eyeshadows and all those things, but they don't have to go to the 50 or 60 euro palettes.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated because you can buy a mascara for a £5 or less, but you can also, if you buy a mascara like a Lancome one or whatever, that could cost you 30 or 40 euro. And surely something like mascara does exactly the same thing.
Yeah, and like there's some of them that will, you give you a bit for curl, somebody, lengthening. It depends on what you want. But some of the cheaper ones will do exactly what they say, and you're going to fire them away after a short time as well.
Because they dry out.
They dry out. So, if you have the money to do it, great, and you like the good quality products, and that's your thing, because a lot of people say to me, no matter what happens, I'm not going to let go of my facials now. That's my thing. I go every so often for my facial. And if the good mascara is your thing, people will hold on to that side because it is that feel-good factor. But when it comes, if you're in a budget, there's loads out there that is like very, very reasonable and will do the same thing.
Well, let's tease it out further. What low-budget mascara would you recommend?
I love the Rimmel one. The Rimmel are like huge for doing if you want the lengthening, you want the curl. They're always constantly bringing out a new mascara, and they are so cheap and very effective. And Rimmel would probably be my one up there for kind of as good as nearly the really expensive
top ones.
Yeah.
And what about, we'll say, foundation?
Right. I like the L'Oreal. They bring out different types, and especially if your skin is oily, they'll do one that has no oil in it. And great for coverage as well. So they'll always be bringing out whatever is trending with the kind of eyeshadows and colours that are coming out in lips. They're good to go for, and I've been around for years. Maybelline is another one which it's good for their foundations are quite good as well.
And what about nail polish? Because I've a feeling that the cheaper nail polishes won't last as good as the ones you might spend a bit more on.
Yeah, but I would say the 30-second Rimmel one is really good because it dries really fast. They have all the kind of top colours, and they are excellent, especially kind of all the the nice colours that are coming in now for kind of autumn winter. They have all of them out already, and they're actually good quality.
Okay, that's some good recommendations there. Well, listen, any more budget tips before you come on to the array?
The array of what we have here that I'll be killed after. Definitely keeping multitasking products. I'm always talking about multitasking products so that it's simplifying your regime. So instead of having 20 products, have something that might, there's beautiful oils that will take your eye makeup off. It can be used as a cleanser, and you can use it to moisturise the skin as well. So that's kind of like 3 products you can use in one. And there's loads of them out there that are really I have a lovely Ellen Jo one, which is an Irish brand. And all those, you just put it on and you get lovely face cloth, and you can just take it off and your eye makeup comes off, and it's like a lovely treat at home. It's like a mini facial, but it is cutting down on the amount of products you have. And one of the big ones that I'd say there isn't a week goes by that somebody doesn't come up to me and say, I went in and I bought everything now. I bought my cleanser, the serum. And I said, how are you finding them? I haven't started using them yet. So the amount of people who tell me they've all the products but don't use them. So they're never going to work if you don't use them. So use what you have. And they will, if you're going to invest in that kind of money into getting a whole new range, definitely have your routine of doing the morning and evening for it to be effective. You'll need to use them at least.
And what about old beauty products? Because I think every woman listening this afternoon, and some of the men as well probably, we all have drawers at home or dressing tables, and there's old lipsticks and old cleansers and old moisturisers. After what period of time should you start chucking them out?
I did that yesterday.
Oh, did you?
I did. 2 black bags. Yeah, I was absolutely horrified that I had 2 black bags of cosmetics.
Oh my
and creams.
God.
Yeah, and some were just the tiny little bit of cream left in the end of it.
The bottom of it.
That you wouldn't even see, but the beautiful bottle and it's closed, and I was going, oh my God, I didn't know I didn't use it, and then I'd open it and see it was gone. So 2 black sacks I got rid of yesterday. So I'm sure there's maybe not as extreme as me.
But you should. That's something we should all do. Because I presume a lot of that stuff goes off after.
Absolutely. I just like there's only a certain shelf life on it, and when you open it, you'll see on the bottom of it how long. It's usually 12 months for, say, your moisturisers and things like that. So I simplified everything, and I did put just what I was going to use out, and the rest gone. Because they had been around for like donkey's years. And I simplified the makeup as well, just so that it was easy. Stuff I use every day, just to keep it out, so at least I know where everything is. And things like, the amount of glitter. For the once a year that you're going to put on a bit of glitter on your eyes. I must have had about 20 of those that I said, no, gone.
Gone,
yeah.
So if you find an old lipstick in the back of the drawer, throw it out.
Yeah.
Don't give it a new, because you could end up with cold sores or God knows what.
Absolutely. And like anything, like even for your mascara or lipsticks, if in there for ages, just dump them and just keep nice, fresh things that you're actually going to use. And another great tip that's what an awful lot of brands are doing now, it's really been about being sustainable. You'll see shampoos and body washes are all coming in pouches, so that instead of getting, like, for the environment, it's much better, and they're all gone on the bandwagon of this, so like you can get your body gel in a huge pouch, much better and much cheaper.
Great stuff. Mary, we'll take a break, and I'm dying to hear about all these lovely gift sets you have in front of us. As far as our CH and the likes getting geared up for Christmas already.
Yeah, and I
think the early birds.
Yeah, and I think that people are, like, especially on a budget, people are starting to kind of putting away a bit now and say, look, I have so many Christmas presents, and if you have the beauty addict in your life, this is things, to go. And there's like the advent calendars, some of them are sold out. And I know it's not, we haven't even had Halloween, but some of those advent calendars are gone, and some of the beautiful sets that come in for Christmas are gone in November as well. And a lot of people wait until Black Friday, and I'm always calling that Good Friday. So they're waiting for special offers to come up as well. So there is, in the beauty world, there is always times to kind of watch out for the good offers and go for it then.
So what have you brought in today? Okay,
so I start with there's an advent calendar over there which is L'Occitane, which I love their products. I love their, I'll have to get
lift it up there and show it into that
huge
camera there. That camera in front of you, just lift it up and show it to them. Oh my goodness, that looks really nice. What kind of stuff is that's fabulous? What kind of stuff is in that, Mary?
So you get all your little bits here. I have it upside down.
No, you don't. Okay. It was right the first time.
Was I right the last time? Okay. Oh, the wording is I was upside down. So you get everything from your balms to your gels to your body lotions. There's and there is 25 products in it.
That's wonderful.
And they are good size products in it, and their stuff is so nice. Everything about this is lovely. So that's the only advent calendar I have, but they will be coming out, and they're actually great for kind of that teenage girls who are into kind of their makeup. You can get like sets with your nail varnishes, your eyeshadows, your blushers, and it's a lovely way to kind of get everybody into it. And if you're like the Clarins one is so festive looking as well. This is beautiful. So you get these. You get your. This is for your double serum. You get
just move it from the microphone, because it's affecting your voice there.
Oh dear. I go this way. You're right.
That's it.
I see. Slow learning here. So you have your collection of the double serum, and your eye serum, which I was talking about the last day, and you have your double serum as well. So for the Clarins, they're always great value to get these sets when they come out. And the last day I was in, I had C, and this is what
perfume.
Yes. So C comes, and this is. They're all doing it. You have your normal size one, and then you have your little one for your bag.
For your perfume, for your handbag.
Yeah, so you can kind of touch up wherever you're going. And I know you're a great fan of Nooks as well. Mm-hmm. So another difference for this one is for Nooks for him.
Okay.
So he can be smelling lovely as well. So there's a good few guys ones out there as well. We have the Explorer. So you get your body lotion and you get your fragrance with those. So they're kind of, and there's different ones. Space to Dream, that's an awful lot of people have been talking about sleep issues. So this Works has a gorgeous one. So it's a heavenly set. So you have your deep bath soak, you have your pillow spray, which is gorgeous, a balm and a stress check roll-on that you can just spray onto the kind of the wrist area to kind of help you relax and unwind after a very stressful day.
For the insomniac in your life.
Yes, exactly. And they have, I don't know, have you ever used the deep sleep, it's very hard to say that, deep sleep pillow spray? Have you ever tried it?
No.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. So you just spritz it on your pillow, and then when you go in, it's just a lovely kind of calming, relaxing
vibe.
and it lasts for absolutely ages.
Before you go on to the next thing, Helen in Tralee wants to know about what neck cream would you recommend? She has 2 that she's thinking of getting. Shiseido Benefiance and Clarins Super Restorative, or would Mary know of another one again? She's thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
And actually those 2 now would have, if you had asked me for suggestions, I would have put those 2.
Either or.
They're both beautiful. And what I would definitely do is that when you come to that area, work from the neck, and like kind of strip off when you're doing anything with the neck area, and nearly pat it onto the neck more than, this kind of a movement, like create that kind of tightening the muscle, because anything that you're going to do is like yoga for your face. Anything that you're going to do to make that muscle stronger and spend that good few minutes is nearly as important as the cream.
Okay, very good. Now, I interrupted you while you were in full flow there. What else have you got for us?
Right, so this is and I've only started doing this recently, is the actual treatments for your hair. I think I would have done it possibly back in the day, and now have started only recently getting into doing the hair. And a lot of people are going to be doing this from here on, a lot of DIY treatments. So this is the Oliplex, and it's the bond builder. So it's kind of a set of things that you can do kind of in between visits to the hair salon to get your hair in good condition. So a lot of those, we'll see an awful lot of those DIY kits coming out from skin and hands and feet and all those things to get people in between, they're going. Another great budget buy as well that hasn't got to do with our Christmas gifts is the Inky List. It's really good value, and no matter what you like, if you're looking for a hyaluronic, if you're looking for salicylic acid, whatever you're looking for, it just says it on it. So this is your glycolic acid and exfoliating, and it's really good for anybody who just kind of wants to get all that dead skin off. It's a great little one.
And what's the name of that product? It's an unusual name.
The Inky List.
Inky List.
Yeah. And they are so popular, and it's really good value for money. And another great value for money one, I'll go back to my Christmas gifts then, is Eucerin. So if somebody's looking for like a good kind of like for everything, your cleanser, your toner, your moisturiser and your creams, and your skin is a little bit sensitive, Eucerin are really good, and they're body washes. If your skin is anyway kind of like psoriasis or eczema, it's really good for getting off, kind of like just smoothing out the skin, and they're really good value because you get fine sizes in them. And one of the ones I'm always, when we ever talk about Eucerin, is I'm always saying everybody should have Aquaphor at home. And the Aquaphor is really great for burns or for any kind of issues you might have at home, for if you've smallies or for yourself, that you're looking for something there quickly to put on your skin to kind of soothe it. The Aquaphor and Eucerin is kind of one of my good lists.
Yeah, and that's a particular chemical or product, is it? That's ingredient that's contained in.
And it is like in Eucerin, the Aquaphor would be my kind of like a go-to product, especially for like you cut your hand or something like that, you want it to heal fast. It's a really good one.
Now you've another Clarins pouch there that you haven't mentioned yet.
Right, so this little one is my Clarins collection, and this is refresh, remove, reboost, recharge and repeat.
Okay, Clarins have lovely skincare products.
So you have everything that you would need in a lovely kit. So this would be lovely now for anybody who's kind of wants to have everything in, for kind of starting out for their skincare. So you get 5 products in that. And again, these are only kind of out this time of year.
What 5 products do you get?
So you get your Reboost, you get a Refresh, which is a roll-on eye depuffer. You get a micellar water, which is always great for getting rid of all the eye makeup and everything fast. There's a sleep mask, and there's a hydrating beauty mist. And actually those beauty mists are really good if you're putting on any of your skincare, because your skincare will go a lot further if you spritz first and then put on your creams. You won't use as much cream.
Mary, a listener wants to know, are there any events coming back to CH post-COVID?
Oh shoot, I'm gone straight to my last page. So Skin Ingredients, and Jennifer is another Irish, so I would have known Jennifer for absolutely years, has gone out and she's made her own products. She's coming to CH on the 20th of October. Now, a lot of people would know Jennifer from TV, and they would know her from radio, and she's always on to give her advice. She's all skincare. And she will be coming, and now the tickets for this will fly out the door because she's so good at what she does, and she has her own products. So I love this one. It's the AHA Cleanse from Skin Ingredients, and they're coming, and they will be here on the 20th of October at 6:30 for a live. So she's here with Niamh Walsh, and Niamh is her head of education, and the two together will be here to answer it's a kind of all about winterproofing your skin, and they call it Skin Tintment. So that will be on the 20th of October, but the tickets will fly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. And I presume there'll be more events coming up to Christmas.
Oh,
will
there'll
there?
be loads, because I know that Seabody will be having one in CH soon as well, and nearer to Christmas time. And I'll keep you probably the next time I'm here, I'll probably know when that date is on, which is the fantastic Kerry brand that's won Innovative Award in the skincare industry, which is great.
Okay.
And the Inky List, I say, I'm nearly obsessed with this today, right? The Inky List, that's your full acid cleanser. So they have crazy names on it, but really good. So this is really good for hydrating and treating. It does everything. They have every product you would known to man.
Mary, would you advise people, and again, I'm so loath to mention the C word because it's still September.
It's not even Halloween.
People were swimming in the sea last week in Phoenix and places like that. But you mentioned the gifts and the advent calendars and that. A lot of those are going to be snapped up. So do you think people, if they can at all, if they get a few bob extra in the budget, maybe you'd be better off to buy these things early?
Yeah, because I know that we do the Estée Lauder lovely gift pack. We do that every year. And I know that by the time we get to December and people are still ringing up and people are asking, is it gone? It's gone. So when the advent calendars come in, they go, because you are getting much better value for money. And even with the events, you're going to get full-size product for a lot less than what you'd have bought them normally. So it is definitely better to kind of get them as soon as you see them. Just,
Yeah,
try
because
to.
when they're gone, they're
They're gone.
Mary, we better let you go. Thank you so much for everything.